I am actually going to put this out there that I think having a breakfast bap is more traditional than the traditional English breakfast. So today is the first day of a road trip that Alex and I have decided to do from his hometown all the way to mine. His hometown is Weston-super-Mare in Somerset, and I am from Henfield, which is a small village near Brighton. Over the next week, we will be travelling from Bristol all the way across to my little hometown near Brighton, and we're going to stop at a few places along the way. When we were both living in the UK a few years ago, we were actually doing a bit of a long distance relationship. Now, sometimes this involved driving from my hometown over to ours or vice versa, but other times we would actually go and meet up in a different country because it was actually quicker for us to fly from either London or from Bristol to say Spain or Dublin to meet each other. And we actually had a story that went viral where I left Alex a series of letters leading him to Dublin, and we ended up meeting in Dublin and spending the weekend there together. For this road trip, we have teamed up with YHA Hostels, which is an awesome hostel chain that is dotted around all of the UK. And one of the things that appeal to us most of YHA Hostels is their locations. They always are in the most incredible locations. Today's is Bristol city centre. It's actually inside of an old grain factory. The building itself is quite impressive, plus it's sitting right alongside the riverfront, so you're right in the thick of it, right in the heart of the city. So this is our hostel room for the next couple of nights. So we have a 4-bed dorm, luckily to ourselves at the moment, and then there's a few other things I'd like to mention about the hostel. If you want to stay cheap and you want to cook your own meals, there's a fantastic kitchen here on the facilities. There's also 24-hour reception for those of you who want to rock up in the middle of the night, and they have their own very stylish cafe downstairs where they are serving their own food and drinks. The most impressive part of the cafe to me is that they have this incredible mural wall that is absolutely covered in fun facts and interesting drawings of all of the things that have come out of Bristol. So at the moment I'm just waiting for Alex to get ready. That's right, I'm ready first. But once he's out of the shower, we are gonna head out and explore Bristol City.
Now we're back in England. First things first, guys. Okay, I'm actually really excited to be back in England. Usually it represents running out of money, and it's usually a pretty horrible time for us because we have to save until we can go away again. We now earn money online, guys. There's nothing to worry about here. So we can just enjoy ourselves. And the first thing I do when I come back to England, okay, and this time I haven't done it the first time, so I've been saving it for you, is to buy one of these. In England we use some good words to describe stuff, and I call this a dirty breakfast bap. Would you also agree?
Yeah, we call a lot of things dirty, especially like dirty kebab.
Dirty kebab after a night out.
Wow.
Look at this, guys.
That looks unbelievable.
So what we are supporting here today, it's pork heavy, it's bacon. Now, England, we do really good bacon. I don't know if you can see, but ours is like thick. Back bacon. In America, it's always streaky and thin. Not a fan of that. Another thing, I'm obsessed with sausages. Always have been, always will be. And I do just think English sausages are the best. I do like German sausages and Polish ones, but I just can't beat a nostalgic, good bit of British sausage. And finally, a hash brown, because you want a bit of a crunch, a bit of savouriness to go with the saltiness of the pork, and a little bit of ketchup just to wet your mouth. Okay, it's epic. It's really great. I am wondering if people from other countries would like it.
Maybe we like it because we've grown up with it.
I love it, but it's such a nostalgic taste.
Yeah.
I don't know if this Okay, I do think if you come to England, you should try this.
You don't have to have all of the fillings. Most people
We'll just have a bacon sandwich,
or just have
a sausage sandwich. But if you're a legend, you want to combine it all together. Yeah, for me, this is like perfect. But I'm just trying to put my travel hat on, and it's look at it. We have so much stodge.
So healthy, isn't it?
So much stodge.
So delicious. I mean, back in the day when I used to eat these things, they were incredible, and I used, especially on a hangover, get down the local cafe, get yourself a bacon sandwich in your face.
Lovely.
Now can I eat mine? I look like I'm sitting in a car park.
We basically are. We're just outside of the restaurant.
Prince's Pantry. Okay, so mine isn't particularly traditional at all because I've gone for the veggie option. So in my bap I have mushroom, hash brown, an egg, and a little bit of avocado sauce just to mix things up a little bit. But on the whole, just baps in general with any kind of filling are pretty much the norm in most of England. Anything you can imagine, we put it into a bap and it becomes better instantly. Hog roast, another example. You got pork, you got applesauce, you got stuffing, all put in a roll. The roll is the essential part of British cuisine that we've been missing all these years. Mine does not look as appetizing as ours. One thing that is worth noting is that you cannot buy, well I mean you can physically, but you shouldn't buy a breakfast bap from like a restaurant style cafe. It has to be from like a standalone little like walk-in hut place like this, or a burger van on the side of the road. And if you see construction workers in and around the vicinity, you are in the right place. Also, I am actually going to put this out there that I think having a breakfast bap is more traditional than the traditional English breakfast. And I say this because I think that more people on average have a breakfast bap every morning or every lunchtime than they would have a full-on cooked English breakfast. Cooking a full English breakfast is a lot of effort, and I think for most people it tends to be a weekend thing, especially if you've got a hangover. It's pretty good at curing a hangover too.
In true British fashion, the weather has come to ruin everything. And that is part of the British experience. When I think of the UK when I'm out of the country, I just think of grey. And actually, I can't see the shot, but I can probably imagine.
So grey, Al.
It's so grey.
So grey.
So that's kind of ruined a little bit for us to go and explore Bristol. But that is going to fast track us to do something which I think you guys would appreciate more than anything, is that we are going to go on a cider tour and get drunk. The beans are getting drunk today, guys. So I am from the county of Somerset, which is the capital of cider in the whole world. Cider is an alcoholic beverage that is made from apples. Bristol is just outside of Somerset, but it is the gateway to the southwest of England, which means that cider is also a big part of the culture here. There are loads and loads of places to drink cider. If you come to England, I highly recommend it. Personally, it's the one drink I miss the most by far when I'm on my travels.
You say one drink. I think there is one other drink that you quite like, which I have a sneaky suspicion is in your pocket right now.
Another drink that I do really like, and guys, if you want to taste my childhood in a safe way, then you should get this when you come to England. It is a Ribena, and for the Brits watching, I know you're going to think, why on earth are you showing people a Ribena? Love this as a child, but I just found out that this also comes from Bristol.
Thanks to Whitechey Hostel.
Whitechey, they said it on the wall, which I didn't know. You could argue this is for children, but I mean, I still drink it, so I don't know. But it's made with British blackcurrants, that's all I care about.
British blackcurrants and sugar, what more do you need?
And I mean, you all know how to do this, but I'm sure you want to see me do it anyway.
Sexy, sexy, nice.
It's not as tasty, but it's not like, I don't want to recommend it. Okay, this is the first time I've had this in years actually, and it's not actually that good. This is not what you're here to see. You're here to see us get drunk. Come on guys, let's make our way to the hostel.
This looks so upscale and fancy. We better get in there and change things.